Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing something a little different. This is gonna be the first time that I'm filming a video on my own. So I'm gonna ask you to be patient, have patience with me, and bear with me. What I'm trying to do is see how I can see what it's gonna take. Let me get my words right. I'm trying to see what it's going to take for me to film my cooking videos by myself. And so I'm just going to do some little test runs to see which is the best way to do it. I'm doing this here without a tripod. So I'm going to be a lot of things. Camera showed out on me fresh out the gates, but I think I got it together, because if this video do not turn out right, you will not be seeing it. But if you do see it, you'll know why I got all this little extra talking up in here. So without any more talking, let me get started. What I'm doing today for you, I'm baking some spare ribs in the oven. I plan on bringing you several spare ribs recipes, because I cook them and do them lots of different ways. Well, I got right here, I got just one slab of St. Louis style ribs. That's what type I normally get, just for well, I do a lot of St. Louis style rib cooking in the oven and outside on the grill. I even got a recipe I do with the St. Louis style ribs where I put sauerkraut to it. One day I may show you that recipe. But let me tell you, I already got the ribs seasoned up, because I know I couldn't do that, showing you how I was seasoning and hold the camera like I'm holding it. So, but I will tell you what I got the ribs seasoned with. Okay, let's go over here to it. Let's see, can I do that? Get my camera adjusted. For these seasonings I'm going to show you, I either got a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon on it. And all these seasonings that I'm using right now, it varies. If you got a special seasoning that you like to season your porks or your ribs with, feel free to go right ahead. I'm just showing you what I use a lot of time. I don't go too heavy on the seasoning, because I like the flavor of the ribs to come through. And once you don't overpower your meats and dishes and stuff with a whole lot of seasoning, you'll be surprised the flavor you'll get from your meats and vegetables and stuff. Put enough to give it some flavor, but do not overpower it. And you don't have to put 20 seasoning on your meats and stuff. Okay, first off, I got this here 25% less sodium season oil. I got half a teaspoon of that, and then I got this here I got this here Slap Your Mama seasoning, and I put a half a teaspoon of that on there. I got it up in there right? Y'all help me out, bear with me. That's Slap Your Mama. Okay, what I did with that, I put it's about a half a teaspoon, and I just divided between the front side and the back side. I got my back side seasoned as well. And another thing I want to tell you, I got those ribs, I don't want to touch them, but I got them laying on a half an onion I sliced up. I just put them in the bottom of the on the bottom of the ribs, sort of like a rack. Okay, Next, I got a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Just a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Like I say, you got to season the front and the back. Or the top and the bottom, whichever way you want to call it. I don't know what's wrong with this here video camera. I don't think it liked me. Okay, I got a half a teaspoon of paprika. And then I got about half a teaspoon, a little better of black pepper. Front and the bottom, both sides. Okay, now on this onion powder, I put a teaspoon of that onion powder. I'm halving it up front and the back. And I got some granulated garlic. I put a teaspoon of that. And then I got some crushed red pepper. Okay, with just a crushed red pepper, I put maybe about, it was probably about a fourth or either third of a spoon of that. Wasn't very much because this here, that Slap Your Mama already got it has a little heat to it too. But I just put some of those, you can see on the top of there where I sprinkled my little crushed red pepper. I'm going to show it to you so you can about see how much I put on there. It wasn't very much at all. I say it was probably about a fourth teaspoon, or either maybe a third of a teaspoon. And okay, the next thing and the last thing I got on it is some apple cider vinegar, or you could use white vinegar, rice vinegar, whatever kind of vinegar you want. I put that vinegar on there to put a little acid into the meat. And okay, I just rubbed it in. I've washed and cleaned my meat up, clean all your fat and stuff off it, and then you season both sides and rub it in real good. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you one thing. I want to make sure I tell you. All the seasoning, the onions at the bottom. All right, get back on there. The seasoning and the onions and that at the bottom, that's all I'm going to put in these ribs. I'm not going to put any type of liquids in there. It's going to render up its own liquids or juices or water, whatever you want to call it. So you do not have to put any water in there. Putting water in there, it definitely will. I've seen people do it. It messes with the flavor of it. So just let the natural juices and stuff come out the ribs, and it'll cook it up. Because I'm going to take, wait a minute, I'm getting too fast and I'm probably not telling you everything I need to tell you. I already got it over here, so I wouldn't forget it. I'm going to cover these ribs with aluminum foil. And what I was saying about the liquids, when you baking meats, most meats, you do not have to, let me see, you do not have to put, no water and stuff in it unless a recipe or something calls for it. You mixing something with a gravy or whatever. Well, as I do my cooking videos, I'll tell you more and explain more about it. But I'm just going to tell you right here on these ribs that I'm baking, do not put any water in it, okay? Just do it like this here. And I'm going to go ahead on and put this in the oven. And I'm going to let it finish baking, because I'm going to let it bake right here. An hour and a half. If it takes, can you see that? What you doing, camera? Is my thumb in the way? Well, anyway, I'm gonna time it, bake it 1 hour and 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna take it out, test it, make sure it's done. I'm gonna test it one time before that. Maybe about at the maybe an hour and 10 minutes mark, I will go and test it and see how it's coming along. And because these ribs are very tender, and it don't need a whole lot of cooking time. Now, that will fool you, because sometimes I have gotten hooked to some that I normally bakes with a little hour and 15 minutes or something like that. And then I was just, thinking, oh, okay, so I'm going to take about an hour and 15 minutes. and got them out, and the ribs need about another hour or so. So that time is going to vary. So I will let you know. I hope I'm holding this thing right. Just hold on just a minute. Just hold on 1 minute. Let me get this thing scraped. It's doing something on its own. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna cover this and put it in the oven on I put it in my oven on 330. If your oven don't have 330 on it, put it on 325, because you want to do this slow to keep all the juices and stuff in it. Sort of like you're slow cooking or crock pot cooking in your oven. And then I'm gonna come when I take them out. The next thing I'll be showing you, I'll probably just go ahead on and show you the finished touch. But what the finished product. But because the way I'm having to film, but I'm gonna put some sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it. That's what I'm using right now. And sometimes I like to add a little extra spices in there. And most of the time, if I add a little extra spices, it probably will be about 1/4 of a teaspoon of allspice. That allspice just always take your barbecue sauce to another level. But a lot of times with the barbecue sauce I'm using now, I don't put anything in it. It's got it together. But sometimes I do, according to what kind of barbecue sauce. What particular they got several varieties of barbecue sauce. And I do not like the honey, but I will put my own honey and like I said, 1/4 a teaspoon of allspice, and there's something else I put in there. I can't even think of it right now. I said the honey and the allspice. Oh yeah, maybe sometime I put a little sriracha in there to add just a little bit of heat, just a little heat. And boy, I tell you, that takes it to another level. But I'm gonna get these ribs in the oven, and I'll be back to show you. I'll be back to show you the finished product. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I thought I would pop back on here real quick and show you the ribs after they finished baking. Okay, this was an hour and a half in the oven on 325. And another thing I wanted to show you, how you remember I didn't put any liquids in here. I put it in there dry. And I'm going to show you how much liquids came up on there. Can you see it? Hope you can see it real good. And in this liquid, it's a little bit more oil than I like for it to be. So what I'll do, I'll drain all that off, except maybe about 1/4 a cup. And then I already got my barbecue. Hold on just a second. It cut off. Well, I already got my barbecue sauce mixed up. I put just 1/4 a teaspoon of 1/4 a teaspoon of the allspice in there, and maybe about a teaspoon of honey. And I'm gonna mix that up real good, and I'm gonna baste the ribs down and put them back in the oven. I'm gonna put it back in the oven for maybe about 20-30 minutes. It's not gonna take long, because I don't think I'm gonna turn the oven up a little bit, because they're nice and tender. I tested this little piece over there, and they was good and tender. And you see how they the bone is separate from the bone. That's another sign to let you know they're good and tender. But I did test it and everything. But I just want to pop back on and show you the ribs after they finish baking, what they look like. So the next time I come back on, the ribs will be all finished. I told you I was just trying to test and see how I can film these videos on my own and show you just as much as I can show you, because I know it's already a lot of experienced cooks out there. And I told you I was trying to, I really you would say appeal to the younger cooks that's trying to learn how to cook a lot of dishes and need a little bit more basic instructions than a seasoned cook. I want to help the young ladies out, because a lot of our older women are gone on, and some of them don't have any elders in their lives, and this is just one thing that I want to do for them. And may not, you know, if it's just one person that I help, I feel that, you know, that I can be one person I can be a blessing to. I know the Lord would be pleased. And then I do things for my daughter, and then these videos will be. My video cut off again. It cut off again, but I'm fixing to stop it, and I'll be back with the finished products. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and this is the finished product of the oven baked barbecue spare ribs. Now I'm gonna let these ribs sit here and rest for maybe about an hour, and then I will cut them up into serving size, and that will be it. If you like this video or have any questions about it, give me a comment down below, or give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna get this right pretty soon. I'll be said it enough. Just give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'm still having problems with my camera staying on. But I'll probably come back and show you the ribs once I cut them up in serving size. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and hit that notification button, so it'll let you know when I'm putting up new videos. Thank you so much, and bye.